decipher Parajumble? Well, let's understand from the introduction. What is Parajumble? Well, Parajumble is not rocket science. It is a jumbled paragraph. An examinee is expected to align the sentences mentioned in a right and logical correct way as per the information given or provided by those lines. Now, guys, what is going to happen that in examination you'll be getting 4 or 5 lines upside down or mixed together, not in a logical way, the way it was written by some author or the writer. And we have to read it, understand the meaning provided by those lines, and align them in a logical sequence. Parajumble judges the student's caliber to comprehend the information mentioned by jumbled lines and forces them to think and align that information in a sensible way. Now, guys, it's quite self explanatory what you're supposed to do and what is expected by the examiner. Now, what you have to do is in a parajumble, a student's caliber is judged on the fact that whether I can understand something if it is not that clear enough for us to understand. 4 or 5 lines are given, they're not in a logical sequence. You need to read, understand what the topic discussed, and align them. That's it, no rocket science. Now, guys, as I always say that let's simplify. Many things are mentioned. You do this, you do that. That's the way it needs to be done. This is the way it needs to be done. Let's stick to one simple fact which might help everyone. And it should help everyone. Read the sentences to understand what is being discussed in the parajumble. The first step of solving parajumble is that you will read all the lines. You won't skip the lines. What we do after reading 1 or 2 lines, straight away you go on to the fourth one, or maybe you just start reading randomly. Please don't do that. Read all the lines the way they are mentioned. Do not try to be over smart. After reading all the lines, going through all the lines, try to ask yourself what is being mentioned, what is the topic discussed by those lines. Now, guys, the point is that you should not rush and be calm. Relax yourself, calm down. Maybe you understand, maybe you won't. But if you panic, definitely you won't. So, the best chance for you to understand what is being discussed or what is being mentioned by the parajumble lines is that to be calm. Do not rush yourself, relax yourself. Then remember that any explanation, what is being written in any format, always follow this fashion. If it is not a fiction or something like that, still in fiction or maybe in poetry, that is what we in fact mentioned and followed. That first introduction of any topic is given, okay, then you go on to the explanation. So this is your first, this is your second, then you go for the examples and support. In the end, you have a conclusion. Now, guys, I want to ask you why you introduce something first. Of course, to make logical explanation. Can I give you explanation of something without even introducing it? Why we give example and support? We give example and support to examples and supports are given to make something clear. Conclusion is always in the end. Can I give you conclusion earlier than introduction? No, it is not possible. It's not a movie where I'm trying to make somebody go confused or nuts. Let's imagine that we have a paragraph, okay? This is my paragraph. Please do not mind my drawing skills. Now, let's say this part is the introduction, and then after some time, explanation is given, and then in this passage, example and supports are not given, directly conclusion is given. Now, examiner can take 4 or 5 lines from anywhere in the passage. Let's say these lines are taken, these lines I'm talking about. Now, of course, few lines are going to be of explanation. What I said, explanation, not the example, explanation, and then the conclusion. Maybe in this passage, example and supports are not given for the explanation, but then the pattern should not be changed. So 5 lines which were taken from this passage for a student to align them in a logical sequence, few lines are going to be on explanation and few lines are going to be on conclusion. Now, lines which are the explanation should come first, and the lines which are the conclusion should be coming next or later. Please understand that. Try to find the perfect start. So what you're going to do, you're going to read all the lines the way they are. You will ask yourself, what is the perfect start? What is the perfect end? After understanding the topic only. Let's say that you're not able to find that. What is the perfect start or what is the perfect end? You can use other methods to solve the parajumble still. However, chances are that you should and you will be able to understand something what is going on. And then ask yourself, if you are the writer or if you are the one who wrote those 4 lines, which thing or which line you should be mentioning first compared to the lines which are mentioned with that line or with other lines. That is how you should be solving. Now guys, let's talk about things which can help me to solve a parajumble or clues to decipher parajumble. The first thing is introduction or the most general sentence. Now guys, remember that whenever you read 4 or 5 lines, ask yourself what the matter or what the topic is, and based on that, what is the perfect introduction or the sentence which is the most general thing. You should be knowing what is a pronoun. And pronoun, what you mean by pronoun? Antecedent. First of all, a pronoun is a word or a group of words which is used or which are used in place of noun or another pronoun. Now, if I'm saying that Ron is smart and he is handsome, now of course he is a pronoun used for Ron, so definitely that pronoun he should be coming after Ron. But then, as I mentioned earlier, a pronoun can also replace a noun. So whenever you're reading 4 or 5 lines, try to find out where the pronouns are used and that pronoun is used for what another pronoun. That will help you to get a clue. Try to make a pair out of 5 or 4 lines given. Third thing is abbreviations. Abbreviations is nothing but short forms. You want to do MBA, PGDBM, Bank PO, whatever. These are the short forms of big name. Masters of Business Administration, Postgraduate Diploma in Business Management, MBBS, and other stuff. Now guys, in English, the rule says that first I should be giving the full form and then I be mentioning the abbreviation, because as a writer, I cannot assume, I cannot consider, or I cannot take this information for granted that everybody knows what the short form is. But then, remember, it is not a compulsion that 4 or 5 lines should be taken from the top. It can be taken from anywhere in the passage. So as soon as you see the abbreviation, short form, try to find the full form. If you cannot find the full form, what the next thing you're going to do? It's simple, guys. Even abbreviation is a noun. MB is a noun, name of a course. So it should have a pronoun again. Pronoun is your best friend, and that best friend is going to help you to solve parajumble easily. Last names or nicknames. Of course, guys, again here, the rule is same. You do not use last name in a passage without using a complete name first. You cannot use nickname till the time you have not used the proper name first. But again, lines can be taken from anywhere. Still, it doesn't matter, because even if it's a last name or a nickname, it's a noun. And if it's a noun, it should have a pronoun. Simple. Now, the last thing, or I say second last thing, is your structure approach. Remember, we were talking about introduction, explanation, example and support, and then conclusion. I read the lines as a student. I tried to understand what the topic is. Maybe some idea I got it, but I'm still confused. Relax yourself, calm. Now read the first line. Ask yourself, is this line could be the introduction? Is this line could be the explanation of something discussed, or the conclusion, or maybe the example or support? That way you keep on filtering the lines and then try to align them. Now that thing or that idea is known as a structure approach. Now guys, maybe I'm talking a lot in a short time here, but understand what I'm trying to do here is to make things simplified. I'm trying to make you understand how a parajumble should be solved. And then after going through this recording, maybe once or twice, I request you to solve the parajumble and also keep on listening to this recording. As in when you get stuck, listen to it again. Or maybe some step you are using to solve it and you need some other strategy or some other way, listen to this recording again. Last thing is conjunctions. Now what is a conjunction, guys? Conjunction is a word or a group of words which joins 2 sentences or 2 words. Now of course, guys, I cannot write many lines without using a pronoun. This is a very important thing. Or maybe a conjunction. Now guys, as soon as I request my students in the class that, I request every student in the class that please go through 4 parts of speech very carefully, because these four parts of speech will not only help you in grammar but also in other aspects. First is your verbs, second is your pronouns, third is your conjunction, and fourth is your preposition. Now guys, conjunctions If you know what type of conjunctions are there and where they are used, try to understand this conjunction or some conjunction is trying to join or helping us to join what line, what paragraph. Now, guys, these are the clues which will help you to solve the parajumble. I want you to pause the video or the recording, go back, listen to it again, and try to solve it. When you're trying to solve it, go through this recording again. Try to use the fundas or the ideas mentioned here. Let's take two example, guys. Now, what I said that first you're going to read the lines the way they are. Okay, calm down, relax, take a deep breath. Now let's understand what is it. The credit rating agencies use legions of high-trained analysts with access to top management. Maybe you don't know the meaning of this part. Maybe you don't know what is legion. Okay, fine. I assume that I don't know the meaning of it. Let's try to solve it without knowing the meaning of it. Their meticulous reports giving ratings for corporate bonds are designed to give an accurate picture of the bond's riskiness and ultimately the probability of default. Lately, the credit rating agencies have struggled to keep up. It seems a bond rating tells you even less about the price that investors are willing to pay. In 1999, two-thirds of the debt rated triple B by Standard and Poor was priced within 20 basis points of the average bond with the same rating. Now guys, please pause the video here, go through what is being mentioned in the passage again, not the passage, parajumble again. Try to understand, get some idea about it. Try some other approach in the second one. Try to solve it. Take your time. Go back. Listen to the recording again. Try to use all the ways to solve it. And then I will give you the answer. I want you to pause the video now before I say the answer or before I give you the answer. Please pause the video so that you can go back, try to listen to the video again, then solve it on your own. Now guys, the answer for the first parajumble is the way it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the first parajumble. Now guys, why I selected this parajumble? Because in examination, when we get a parajumble, we consider that a parajumble is definitely jumbled. Come on, the examiner can be naughty. Examiner can give you a parajumble where everything is already aligned. Now, please do not pre-assume anything. Keep your mind open for all the options and then try to solve it. Answer to the next parajumble is 1, 4, 2, 5, 3. Well guys, I want you to listen to this recording again. There are many other parajumble videos mentioned in online portal. Please go through them. Try to solve parajumble without